Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Brenda's Musings. So today I'm going to talk about being receptive. And by that I mean, okay, so for example, about, 10 years ago, maybe longer, a friend of mine was showing me this book that she had bought for herself. And I can't remember the exact title, but it was by Danielle Laporte, and it was called The Desire Effect, I think. Or The Book of Desire, something along that line. But it was a book that for me helped me realize what I valued. Joy is like my number one value, for example. And it had an exercise book that you could purchase as well, and it gave you prompts and questions, and you just delve deeper, and it was a great way of thinking. And it also, in a time when a lot of my friends were doing vision boards, it gave me a different framework for vision board, because I never really got the concept of vision boards. I mean, I understand what the concept was, but it didn't really ever speak to me. But this book put it into a different framework, and then I could understand it a lot more. It wasn't about the things that I wanted. It was about what did I want to feel. And then maybe, maybe I wanted to feel adventure and a trip to some cavern in, some foreign country to go kerplunking or bungee jumping. It would give me that sense of adventure. Anyway, so there's a couple of really good takeaways from that book. And then today I was at Chapters, and I was looking for some gifts for people for Christmas. And I came across this book that, the book I didn't have a physical reaction to the book. When I started going through it, it really sort of hit me in the gut. And I'll go into more of this, as I go through the book, because it's definitely going to give me food for thought. I absolutely know that. And I bought a couple of copies. I bought one for me, one for a couple of friends. And it's a real journey of self-discovery. It's about what was swept under the rug. It's about what we haven't really looked at before. And it was done in a way that excerpts, questions, quotations really kind of made you stop and think. And I'm really excited to start it. I'm not going to start it until after Christmas because there's just too much going on. And I really want to sort of be present with it. And journaling for me, I gave it up a long, long time ago because it just became this dark and gloomy. It was a place where I would go and I would work things out when I was younger. And when I would go back and read these journals, they were like, oh, they were so melodramatic. And, they served a purpose at the time, but I just never really got into them after that. But this is different. This just feels different somehow. And maybe it's, just a different way of rediscovering parts of myself, or digging deeper into things that I haven't made time to stop and think about, or thinking about something I've thought about before, but in a different way, with a different framework. But whatever it is, I think it's going to be exciting. So, what is it that's in your life that that sort of lights you up in a way? Like for me, I love the self-discovery process. I love getting to know myself better, because me being aware of who I am in the world, I hope, I could be wrong on this, but I hope makes me be able to, connect with other people in a different way, in a way that is heartfelt and sincere and is just meaningful. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I hope anyway. So what is it that's in your life that sort of lights you up like that? It could be a song, music. Like music does the same thing to me as well. Certain books like these. Maybe it's, seeing a train set and remembering, how that made you feel as a child and wanting to get back to that same kind of wonder and awe, or I don't know, whatever. But whatever it is, spend some time with that over the holidays and really just be with it and feel it and bring it forward into your day-to-day life. That's my music for the day. Have a great one, everyone.